Everyone loves Ji Chang-wook, but the question that quietly follows him everywhere, from comments sections to late-night fan debates, is this: is he really the best actor of his generation, or is he simply one of the most loved? To understand why this question even exists, you have to rewind far beyond the red carpets, action scenes, and global fan meetings, back to a small, ordinary childhood shaped not by privilege, but by loss, responsibility, and quiet strength. Born on July 5, 1987, in Anyang, Gyeonggi Province, Ji Chang-wook lost his father when he was still very young, a moment that instantly narrowed his world down to just two people, a boy and his mother, standing together against a life that suddenly became much heavier. His mother ran a tiny neighborhood restaurant, the kind where there are no breaks and no help, where one person cooks, serves, cleans, manages money, and closes the lights long after midnight, and every night she came home exhausted, smelling of broth and oil, her hands rough from detergent, her body tired but her spirit unbroken. Ji Chang-wook saw everything. He saw the sacrifices she never complained about, the way she smiled even when she was tired, and the way she carried both their futures without asking for sympathy. Instead of being shielded from hardship, he grew up inside it, helping her wash dishes, clean tables, carry supplies, and walk home through narrow alleys, his small hand holding hers, already feeling a responsibility far bigger than his age. That instinct to protect, that sense of gratitude and quiet determination, never left him, and it became the emotional backbone of the man and actor he would one day become. As he grew older, Ji Chang-wook didn't dream of fame or stardom. He was drawn to expression, emotion, and storytelling, which eventually led him to Dankook University's Performing Arts program. But even there, his path was never easy. While many students focused on cameras and popularity, his heart belonged to the stage, especially musical theater, a discipline that demands everything from an actor: voice control, physical stamina, emotional honesty, and the courage to be vulnerable in front of a live audience. Musical theater doesn't allow shortcuts. Every mistake is visible, every emotion must be real, and every performance drains you completely. That training shaped Ji Chang-wook's acting DNA, teaching him how to project feelings not just loudly, but truthfully, and how to survive long rehearsals, criticism, and failure without losing himself. Still, passion didn't pay rent, and survival during those early years was brutal. From 2006 to 2009, he performed in small theaters where audiences were sometimes smaller than the cast, and to stay afloat, he worked wherever he could: cafes, bars, delivery jobs, cleaning shifts, even scrubbing fish tanks in pet shops, often exhausted, underpaid, and uncertain if he could continue chasing a dream that offered no guarantees. There were nights when a warm meal felt like a luxury and moments when quitting felt logical, but something inside him refused to let go. When Ji Chang-wook finally stepped into on-screen acting, there was no dramatic launch or instant recognition. He started from zero, taking blink-and-you-miss-it roles in films and dramas, playing nameless characters, background soldiers, and minor roles that barely gave him screen time. These weren't glamorous opportunities, they were survival roles, and he accepted them not because they promised success, but because they kept him moving forward. His first regular drama role in Sons of Seoul Pharmacy didn't make him famous, but it made people notice, even if just for a moment, that there was something sincere about him. Then came Smile Again, his first male lead role, which proved he could carry a story, even if the industry still didn't label him a future superstar. He wasn't being pushed as the next big thing, wasn't surrounded by hype, and wasn't protected by powerful connections. Instead, he kept grinding, sharpening his skills through roles in Warrior Baek Dong-soo and Five Fingers, slowly building a reputation for emotional intensity, physical commitment, and reliability, even as he remained under the radar. Everything changed in 2013 with Empress Ki, a drama that would become the defining turning point of his career. When the series premiered, expectations weren't centered on Ji Chang-wook, especially not alongside Ha Ji-won, a legendary actress known for her commanding screen presence. But something unexpected happened. Ji Chang-wook didn't fade into the background, he rose to meet her, scene by scene, delivering a performance that balanced vulnerability, authority, longing, and inner conflict with stunning control. Historical dramas are notoriously demanding, requiring long monologues, heavy costumes, emotional extremes, and sustained intensity across dozens of episodes, yet he made it look natural. Viewers didn't just notice him, they demanded more of him, and as the drama progressed, his character became the emotional core of the story. With nationwide ratings averaging around 35%, Empress Ki didn't just launch his career, it rewrote his position in the industry. And this happened before the age of global streaming platforms, when international fans relied on low-quality uploads and fan-made subtitles, yet even through grainy videos and delayed translations, Ji Chang-wook's performance cut through everything. After Empress Ki, opportunities came flooding in, and Healer was the project that transformed him from a breakout actor into a global phenomenon. The mysterious night courier role blended action, romance, and emotional vulnerability in a way that felt fresh and addictive, and suddenly Ji Chang-wook wasn't just popular in Korea, he was loved across Asia and beyond. Rooftop chases, intense fight scenes, quiet moments of longing, and explosive chemistry with his co-star turned Healer into a cultural moment. Then came the K2, where he pushed his physical limits even further, performing many of his own stunts, throwing himself into demanding fight choreography that blurred the line between television and film. By this point, he wasn't just a star, he was a household name, capable of leading action blockbusters, romantic dramas, and historical epics with equal confidence. But what truly sets Ji Chang-wook apart isn't just what he achieved before his military service, it's what he chose to do after it. Many established stars return from the military by playing it safe, selecting guaranteed hits to secure their position, but Ji Chang-wook did the opposite. He took risks. Melting Me Softly wasn't designed to chase ratings, it was experimental and unconventional. Backstreet Rookie stripped away his polished charisma and placed him in the role of an awkward, ordinary man, proving he wasn't afraid to look imperfect. In The Sound of Magic, he became a melancholic magician, relying on subtle expressions, restraint, and emotional depth rather than action or charm. And in If You Wish Upon Me, he delivered one of the most quietly powerful performances of his career, portraying a man broken by life, afraid of hope, and slowly learning how to live again. These weren't roles chosen for popularity, they were chosen for growth. Today, Ji Chang-wook stands in a different league, one where actors don't rely on genres to define them, because they themselves become the center of the story. His recent work in The Manipulated showcases a darker, more intense side, while upcoming projects promise even greater ambition, including international collaborations, a fantasy, mystery drama alongside Jun Ji-hyun, and a major film directed by the creator of Train to Busan. Yet despite all this success, he remains grounded, scandal-free, and deeply devoted to his mother, openly sharing that living with her brings him peace and balance in an industry that constantly demands more. His reputation among co-stars and staff is consistent, respectful, humble, hardworking, and easy to work with, qualities that matter just as much as talent when defining true greatness. So when people quietly say Ji Chang-wook might be the best actor working in Korean dramas today, they're not just talking about popularity or looks. They're talking about resilience, risk, emotional honesty, and a career built without shortcuts. His greatness wasn't manufactured by hype, it was earned through years of struggle, patience, and deliberate choices. And maybe that's why the question feels so compelling, because his journey doesn't shout greatness, it proves it, slowly and sincerely. Now it's your turn to decide. Do you believe Ji Chang-wook is the best K-drama actor of his generation, or does someone else deserve that title? Share your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep stories from the world of Korean entertainment, and we'll see you in the next video.